All right, guys, this week we're here at Shelton Springs Disc Golf Course. My brother's first pro tour event, so he's in town. We're gonna play around, get a practice round in, show him the ropes, and hopefully he can make the cash this week. Enjoy.
Let's go.
All right, we got new hole one. It's a 325-foot par 3, dogleg to the left. Basically a tight tunnel shot to an open field that goes basically 90 degrees left. You basically just want to hit just past the last tree and go about 320 and go left. So I'm gonna throw a Raptor. Zach's probably gonna throw a Raptor too. Pretty much just throw it straight, flex, and then get a fade skip to the left. You pretty much can't go too far left on a hole like this. That's gonna be a little bit too straight. A lot of times they do skip a bunch up there, and there's a crosswind, there's a fast fairway, and it likes to skip a lot. So even if you throw it low like that, they are still gonna wanna go left, but mine's still gonna be a little bit right. That one's better. So that's a little bit higher. So that should be much better. Yeah, a little bit higher the better because it has more time to glide and go left. So Zach's gonna throw a Raptor.
I'm going to try a Raptor as well. Just kind of throw it high and let the disc stay to the left. Oh my God, dude. Oh, that kind of hurt.
Your back hurting?
Yeah, that hurt my back bad. Actually.
Throw another Raptor. All right, so it brings us up to the drive. As you can see, the fairway actually slopes downhill, so you can see the downhill slope. So if you skip anywhere 40 feet short right, it's gonna skip right to it. So mine skipped, and a lot of times with a tailwind like this, it's gonna skip straight instead of left. So it's hard to get back far enough left to this pin. A lot of times you'll see people kind of circle's edge right where we are. It's hard to get all the way back left because there is a tree that kind of sticks out in the fairway, makes you wanna go wide. You'd rather have the 30-footer than hit a tree short of the basket. So, so that definitely makes a big difference. But this is pretty cold and windy right now out here. So putts are dropping a little bit more. It's hard to get spin, hard to get rotation on the putter just because it's a little cold. But yeah, hole one, Raptor. Zach's gonna throw a Raptor too, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, we got hole two, 965 par 5. We got kind of two options depending on how aggressive you want to go. We got a layup short right with a putter mid-range, and then we got a tailwind, so I'm going to go blast with the force and try to cut off a lot of distance, potential 3 opportunity, and then an easier 4 look potentially as well. But I'm just telling Zach that he needs to probably practice the layup, which I will too, just in case it's too windy or something, scenario isn't right for you to go for it if it's a bad wind. So I'm gonna practice the go for it, practice the layup, and throw a couple shots from each and make sure I'm dialed. But looks like we got a little bit of a left to right now, so everything's gonna hold straight. But you gotta throw probably 450 or so to get to the good landing zone. So throw a force, pretty much dead straight. I'm just trying to throw a little bit straight, a little bit fade probably out there, 450, 500. That one's not quite far enough probably, but we'll see. I don't even know if I don't know if that one even made it. My fingers are cold from
I know,
that.
it's frozen.
It's crazy. I'm gonna throw one more and try to see if I can't make it. Oh, that one went too flippy, but might be all right. Okay, that one just went a touch straight, but I'm still pretty much, I'm fine with that. Just went a little straight. Fingers are frozen.
I'm going to try this layup play over here to the right.
Yeah.
Just try to throw something smooth and straight.
It's hard to just gauge the fairway right now, really, where it's at. There you go, good shot. Might want to go a little bit more distance too. But the gap's a lot further than it looks.
Okay. Just might need to flex it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that shot's totally fine. Yeah, I think you're still all right.
It was a little earlier.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just, yeah, the gap is further than it looks. You're better off almost flexing it into that.
Okay.
Like, or turning it, basically. Let's practice one from here, too. That should be good. Yeah, that's probably 50 short.
Okay.
It's a putt or something.
Same thing.
Try to throw it in basically on a shot like this, Zach. Try to throw it basically in these trees right here, and drift it into the just left to right of them.
Okay.
because you need a lot of distance.
Yeah.
So you're basically, your starting point should be at that tree, turn, and then flex into the gap.
Okay.
You're starting it at the Mando. Yeah, perfect. See how much different that is?
Yeah.
Way better. This is an up and down contest.
Yeah.
Try
Try this little hyzer line here.
Heisey ball. Nice. Nice shot.
Go.
Perfect. Good shot.
Thanks.
Good try. I was telling him he's going to play good in these courses because it's like South Carolina golf, woods golf, and he's good at that. Going.
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't have to dial back into that South Carolina golf.
I know, you do.
Been in the desert for
You're
too
Arizona
long.
boy now. There you go. Shot. That thing flies great. What is that, the Climo?
Yeah, the Champ.
Nice. Good shot.
I know everyone says they don't like it, and I just throw it a bunch, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For throwing, though, not putting?
Yeah, no, I don't like, I've never putt with it.
This is a mysterious disc. I had my first time throwing it, and I got it from the used bin at my shop in Phoenix, and it flies great. That was my first time really throwing it, so now we know. But we're gonna first throw is gonna be a birdie. Watch, or maybe an Eags. Oh, nice. But yeah, now we know that I think there's money on this whole hole too.
Oh my.
You got some new putties in there?
Yeah, I just added some newbies.
I just kidding.
My first putt of the day will never be
I know
good.
your fingers are frozen. I totally get it.
Never
I
ever
totally
will it be
get
good.
it. That's funny. All right, we got hole 3, 330-foot par 3. Looks like a forehand, or you can throw kind of a hyzer flip backhand to land straight. I'm gonna go with a Raptor first. Kind of throw it straight. It's, like I said, it's 330, so it's kind of a, you know, a good, nice, firm Raptor shot. But basically, just want to throw it straight at the straightest tree that you can see, and then try to fade just off of that and get yourself a circle inside the circle look. Oh, too much turn. First forehand of the day. I'm gonna try one more. This one's a Predator. Try the Predator. There we go. Much better if it turns back. All right, that should be good. A little bit too straight, but distance-wise, it should be all right.
And I'm going to try some buzzes, see if I can just get them flat and kind of just a little bit of...
Show them the backhand route, huh?
Yeah. This is
Sweet.
the first time throwing this one. Hopefully it's nice and hyzer flippy.
Hyzer flippy. Looks like it is.
I wanted to push a little straighter, but that was
Still not bad.
the line I was looking for.
Yeah, should be good. There you go, Zach. That's good.
It's not going to turn enough.
Still all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right between the two, really.
Yep.
That's not bad.
Just need to push that other one a little straighter.
Not too bad at all. Try one more. That's good. Should be a 30-footer, 25. 2023 is when last time I actually won this tournament. 2023, me and Evan Scott were battling. He was playing really well that week. That's the last time I've been here. So 2023 was the last time I was here. There's been some changes I've heard, so I'm excited to check that out. And yeah, it's gonna be a good week. My brother's first pro tour, so we're getting him ready.
Heck yeah, super excited.
He's gonna cash his first pro tour. Let's do it.
We're gonna try to do my best here.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Game on. He's getting dialed on the Pro Tour raised buckets already.
See, I just needed a couple putts.
Warm up your frozen fingers.
Get the two air mills out of there.
I threw the Raptor. That was kind of my last shot once I started dialing the hole in a little bit. So we'll go with my Adam Hammis Z Raptor on this one. Zach's gonna go with the Buzz, and we're both gonna get birdies. That's what's gonna happen. All right, guys, I want to give a big shout out to my shop, Disc Golf HQ. They are a shop that I own there in Phoenix. We got 2 stores. We got one in Mesa. We got one flagship store in Phoenix. We have just come up with a website as well. So be sure to check that out. We're gonna post the link below in this video. So be sure to click that and check us out, see what we got. We got some goodies. Thanks to Disc Golf HQ. and supporting me and supporting the disc golf community in Phoenix. All right, we got hole 4, 615-foot par 4. This is a dogleg to the right. Kind of a layup shot off the tee. You're not getting hyper aggressive, maybe a 300, 350 shot. Pretty much dead straight. You can see the cameraman Jay. We want to land pretty much straight at him, maybe even just a touch 20 feet to the right of him. That sets you up for a good second shot into this par 4. Let's do it. Zach, show us the way.
All right.
I think, what are you, fairway, I think?
Fairway?
Or buzz? You
Fair,
going
I
buzz
was going
ball?
to try buzz and a
Fairway or literally the same shot you just threw.
Okay.
I'm going to try buzz and a onyx. We'll go
All right.
buzz first. Just try
This
to
is the
keep-
red buzz that I want to steal out of his bag.
He's never
but he
getting
won't
this
let
thing.
me. He won't let me.
Never get.
Bounty on this round.
I know. That's actually not a bad idea.
I
You're
don't
playing
know.
blind. He's gonna get. No play in the
What disc are
tournament.
you putting up?
Uh,
You don't got no goodies I want.
I might. You never know.
I know, I haven't seen that.
Some Venoms.
Okay, we'll see. 2 left.
A little bit, but.
Okay.
All right.
Try
See
my
here.
good.
I don't know if I have any cool buzzes like you got. All right, I'm gonna throw the buzz saw. That's what I'm gonna throw. I'm probably just gonna throw forehand actually, but I'm gonna throw a buzz for fun right now. 2 left again.
So you want to end a little right?
Yeah, that's too straight or 2
Okay.
left. I mean, it's all right, but you don't want to be
Yeah.
turn a little bit more.
Okay.
That's too much.
Too much?
I think so, yeah.
Uh,
Throw a Venom and just blast it down there. Might be a little early, but it might be all right actually. We'll see. I need to get. I'm gonna try one more. Try to get a little bit more glide on it. My forehand is so not warmed up, but we're gonna try it. There we go.
Yeah.
That's oh, it turn. I think it's so stable. Yeah, I like the left side for sure.
this is gonna be tough.
I didn't expect that.
This is so sketch.
Awkward.
Yeah, it's so bad.
It's an awkward spot.
Yeah.
So I land on this left side with my buzz, and it opens up a little bit to where I can throw a forehand over the out of bounds. A little riskier, but the gap's a little bit bigger. I could throw zone, the right to left gap, but I'm gonna try this gap here, see where I land. I'm basically just gonna throw it left of the basket, over the OB, but the gap's a lot bigger for sure. I mean, even that is still a par. I'm not trying to do that, but I'm gonna try one more. Try to go just around. If I go around that tree at all, it's a inside the circle putt. Oh, I just same deal. Hit it. So it didn't quite get through all the way, but that's still the shot I'm gonna. Once I practice it a couple times, even if I hit the tree like that, it's still just a chip up par. Not too much risk really on that shot. Well, there's just so many trees.
I know, there's a lot of trees right in the middle.
It's kind of like a roll the dice kind of hole, unfortunately.
God, dude. Same thing.
I do like the fact that it's more open. And if I do land in a spot like where I just hit the tree and kind of bounce into a spot like this, it's not necessarily the end of the world. I still have a pretty easy up and down. I can just kind of throw like an elevator up and down with a putt or something like that, and still get a putt at it, which is totally fine. But yeah, ideally, obviously I want to go up past these trees like where my other one is, and I have a putt at it, got like a 50-footer. But yeah, even if I'm in these bushes here, it's pretty much a par at worst. So it's worth the risk to try to get through the gap and get a birdie putt. So yeah, that was my second one they got through. As you can see, this backside, there's a lot of space back here actually. So once you get around that last tree that I was hitting, there's actually a lot of space and it's actually an open shot. And a lot of times you'll land circle's edge left and mitigate a lot of the trees that are in the fairway on this hole. All right, we got hole 5, par 3, 325 feet. We got kind of a straight hyzer to then glide left. I'm gonna throw a zone. Basically you have some trees on this left-hand side. You wanna kind of push the long side with a little bit of hyzer and kind of fade back and skip. I'm gonna throw a zone. Just keep it on hyzer And not my most overstable zone, but a zone that's beat up and is going to go forward, straight, and then slow glide to the left. So TI zone, we'll see if I can execute. Or smack the Mando. Try one more. This one's a little bit more stable, so I'm going to have to flex it a little bit more. Flex this one and try to get, can't hit the gap. So we'll get it dialed. Zach, show him what's up.
All right. See where this puppy's at. Okay. I'm going to first try like a stable, like glidey Luna. Keep it on hyzer.
There you go. Perfect. That's literally exactly what you want to do. That's still a perfect shot. That's literally the perfect shot. He threw it exactly like you want. You want to kind of glide around that corner like he did. I mean, he might have hit a random tree, but it was still a perfect shot. I'm going to try to do that same thing with the zone. That might be a little bit too straight. That thing's getting beat up, but actually that's really not that far from being good. You just want to hyzer a touch quicker than that zone did. Let's see here.
Nope. Hit your tree.
The tough part about this hole is that you kind of want to challenge this tree on the right-hand side with a hyzer like we have been hitting. So it's not that we're even missing that shot by like a foot. So it's really close to being a good shot, and you kind of want to push this tree on the right that we keep hitting, and that's why it's kind of makes this hole a little bit tricky. That one's just early release. Sometimes they get through on a shot like that, but just not fully dialed yet. We'll get there.
Yeah. I'm gonna try another little glidey putter.
Glidey buzz.
Champ. Too straight.
You're good at those glidey putter shots, huh?
Yeah.
That's some South Carolina golf, huh?
Oh yeah.
The last tree coming in, but yeah, yours perfect.
Yeah, I would definitely throw this again. Nope.
Got him. Oh, zone that went too straight. It just basically ran into these trees long and then kind of probably fell to right here. I just need to throw a little bit more hyzer on it. And once again, I haven't thrown this hole in a couple years, so it's still kind of back to a learning curve on it, which is all right. Oh, try to get one in there. There we go. Drop. Oh, the frozen hands putts. Ah, there we go. Got the last one. But yeah, this hole is tricky. It's hard to access the pin. A lot of big trees. Really, the best shots that I see that aren't getting stupid lucky are like basically circle's edge, just kind of glides through the trees and kind of skips to right here. Circle's edge short right, kind of mitigates the luck factor of flying through some random trees to get to the basket. All right, we got hole 6. It looks like a new hole. Didn't play it last time I was here. It's 445-foot par 3, straight through a gap, kind of hyzer flip to turn and drag something that's going to hold right. When I played this hole last time, the fairway was super skippy and there was out of bounds left and right. So you definitely want to make sure to control your angle, control your speed. Otherwise, it's going to start skipping out of bounds. I'm going to throw a vulture, kind of my hyzer flip driver. 445, it's probably going to play even further because it looks like we're going uphill. So anytime your nose angle's up, it's going to make the disc go a little bit slower and not travel as far as it normally does. So 445, vulture, let's pure it. Oh, there's a little bit of crosswind, but it still should be good. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's perfect. I want to be on the right-hand side of this pin like I just was, because if you lose your disc left at all, it's just going to want to skip. And Zach, that's something to pay attention to.
Okay.
Because anything left of this hole, it's just going to want to skip way to the left.
Okay. And is OB left?
In the tournament, there is normally. Okay. I don't know if there is right now, but
okay.
For the tournament, I think there will be. Was that a nuke?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird to, you're like running up on the side.
Yeah. That looks money.
Yeah, a little left. It's easy to go left. I don't want to do that at all. Yeah, that was good. There you go. That's perfect. Good angle or line.
Got kind of smushed down.
Yeah, it did get smushed, but that line was good.
Yeah.
You don't want to, because it's so, a lot of people just are lazy and hyzer out and they go OB.
Okay.
All right, so on my drive here, I went long right. which is kind of the play. Even if you throw it long right into any of these trees, you're putting high percentage birdie looks. So long right definitely is a play. It's not as much out of bounds as I thought there was on the left side, and the fairway is not as mowed, so a lot less risk than there normally would be. Whoops. But yeah, throw the vulture, focus, and then make the birdie. But yeah, I like the vulture on this shot, kind of hyzer flip through the gap and really just favor this right-hand side. That way I don't risk skipping and going to 50 feet. I'm staying at 30 feet, even if I hit a tree down here by the green. So through the onyx, the second shot, that was straight at it, circle's edge here. So yeah, it just depends on the wind. If we have a left to right headwind, something like that, I might throw the onyx over the vulture. Nice dyed. I got my Raptor on there. That's a cool bottom stamp onyx. Someone gave it to me at a tournament, so that's kind of cool.
That's an onyx?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
God, dude.
All right, we got hole 7, 490 par 3. This is a long, tricky par 3. We got a Mando to the right. Kind of have a gap just left of the Mando that you want to follow. And I'm going to throw a roller. So I'm going to throw, we have a helping wind left to right. That's going to help the roller flip and go right. So I'm going to throw an Avenger SS, kind of hyzer flip roller, try to hit the gap, and then start curling back and to the right. So try not to curl. This one, a shot like this, it's really easy to curl too fast because the wind's going to want to push it over. So a lot of times what's going to happen is that the wind's going to hit it and just turn it straight over. So I'm going to counter that by putting a little bit more hyzer on it, let it land a little bit flatter, and play the wind a little bit more. So see if I can play the wind. It's hard sometimes on a roller because they just want to, the wind just really affects the roller more than an air shot even. See, like that's exactly what happened with mine. So I threw it too flat or too much turn, and the wind just ripped it over. So I'm going to throw a little bit more hyzer on this one. Obviously, I'm learning now that the wind, you know, is going to push it that much. So I'm going to throw a little bit more hyzer and let the wind push this second one. There we go. That's much better. So a way better line. And so that one, the only difference I made was I just threw it here instead of here and let the wind, that first one, the wind just took it straight right. So that one should be a putt. I don't know where it went, but it's a good line. It was a good line.
I'm just going to try to make it through the gap. I don't think this is really one I'm going to get, so just try to make it through this gap here.
There you go. Good shot. Yep.
I mean, that's about all I can do on this.
That's all you need, yeah.
Yeah.
Golf shot.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to try to tramp just like straight up the middle, and I'm also going to try like a forehand zone to see where they kind of leave me at. Looks like a tight gap going kind of up the middle, so I like the forehand. Or just missed the line. Still a putt, and then I'm going to go forehand.
There you go. That's a good shot. A little long,
yeah.
but good line.
Yeah, I like that forehand line. It's a little bit more open.
Less trees in the way.
Yeah.
All right, so here's my second roller where I made the adjustment. Got a putt at it, probably about 60 feet, 55 feet, something like that. So yeah, this is definitely a bonus birdie hole for sure. A hole that you can birdie, but you have to either throw an amazing drive and most of the time make a really good putt too. So it's definitely not a gimme, but got it on the second one. So, but yeah, this one's a little bit straighter of a roller, so it's not going to be a quick flip. Like the first one was a quick flip roller, and that's why I threw too much angle and just ripped over to the right. This one's a little bit straighter, so it went forward first and then got that nice glide and turn like a roller's supposed to. So just making those slight adjustments with the wind and throwing the certain rollers on certain holes. But yeah, we're ready to birdie hole 8 here. All right, we got hole 8, 315-foot par 3. This one's a dead straight shot, which is kind of a theme out here, a lot of straight shots. I like to cheat it because as you can see, kind of a clear path. If I just throw my disc dead straight, I have a 30-footer, and if I hyzer at all, it's going to be parked. So I just like my chances with the forehand better. And so yeah, I'm going to throw a Raptor, just a nice smooth Raptor. I'm seeing that crooked tree. If I can throw just past that crooked tree and skip back right, that's basically ideal. So 315, just really all about the angle, hitting the gap. Might hit that crooked tree, looks like. Okay, got lucky. So that's parked. I didn't throw it literally perfect, but I just needed all I need to do is turn it a little bit more to actually hit the gap. That one got a little bit lucky. That one's still fine. Like that's that one went dead straight, clipped a bush, but even if that just went dead straight, didn't hit anything, I'm putting from 30 feet. So Zach's gonna show us the straight shot with his.
Just up the middle. I'm gonna throw the champ. Just breathe in a little hyzer and let it pop up, and hopefully just glide straight down the tunnel.
He's a straight shot genius guy, so this is his shot.
Not today.
Little Luna. There you go. That's perf. Nice shot.
Thanks.
That was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, that was.
That's a South Carolina shot right there. Nice. All right, so here's my shot. My first one went short right. I would rather be kind of in that bush up there is kind of my ideal landing zone because it's close to the basket and it just, the way that tunnel's lined up, it lines you up right with that bush. But here I got a little bit lucky to land on the open part of the green. So got me a much more open putt than I normally do. Normally I'm in that bush or something like that. Oi. But yeah, like I said, this right side's a lot more open. And that's kind of why I like the forehand. But Zach also peered the backhand. So there's two ways to do it.
Yeah, I think I might have hit this log or something because I thought I was going deep, but it's still a good shot here.
Nice. Good putt. But yeah, this is kind of a name of the game out here. There's a lot of straight shots. I cheat some of them with forehands, but most of the time you can't really cheat it. You have to throw it straight. And if you can't, you're going to get exposed. So really like that. Forces you to throw straight shots on a lot of the holes. And that's how you got to get birdies out here. All right, we got hole 9. This is kind of a horseshoe to the right, 520, par 4. And I'm trying to throw a Raptor through the gap. The main things on this hole, just basically hit the gap, throw it 250, hyzer to the right-hand side, and you're gonna have a second shot in. So, yep, Raptor, we got a right to left wind, so I'm gonna hug this right side tree a little bit more than I normally would. So I just clipped that one, but basically that's the ideal shot. Just push a little bit straighter into the gap and throw one more here. Try to get out into the gap. So yeah, that's really all you need on this one. Just throw it straight, hyzer a little bit to the right, and that should put you in a good spot.
And I'm going to be trying the same thing, just get it out the gap and hyzer out. I'm going to be throwing a Onyx.
You like the Onyx forehand now, huh?
I don't know, I've been kind of trying it out.
Nice.
It's been flying all right.
Nice.
For the touchy, soft shots. Too straight.
Yeah.
Try Raptor. Try to flex this one a little bit more. Same thing.
You're getting a good snap on it. Yeah, I just you need to hug that right side tree.
Okay, let me try one more.
Try to hit that tree that I hit, basically.
Okay.
Just right, basically right at that. Yeah, I mean,
too much.
not bad. I mean, you're out the gap. That's birdie.
Hold on, I want to try one of these buzzes.
That's fine. That last one was fine. Yeah.
That's all hazard by those trees, right?
Yeah, if you hit a tree, they like to filter right into it.
Okay.
So it can be very sketchy.
Okay. Way too much.
Might be. I'd try forehand.
Keep overturning
That's
them.
not bad, actually. Yeah, if that doesn't hit that, that's putting. That's better. Oh, so unlucky. All right, so this upshot's super sketchy. There's this OB hazard right side, so I like to kind of mitigate that by going left side. And just basically trying to just throw it straight. It's easy to try to, I want to park this hole, but that's when you start bringing in tree hits and going out of bounds. So I'm going to just throw it dead straight, try to hyzer a little bit, give myself like 20 feet for birdie. Just like that. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Should be parked, but okay, got through. Even if that thing just goes dead straight, I'm totally fine with that. Even if it doesn't hyzer at all, it just goes dead nut straight, just like that, is it kind of exactly what I'm trying to do. There's no trees to hit that way. There's none. So if I throw it straight, if I run into a tree at 30 feet by the basket, I'm fine with that. It eliminates going into the hazard and not getting a birdie putt at all. So that's really the most important part about this shot. Is just getting down there. There's a lot of awkward placed trees that really like to bounce you into this hazard area. So I like to go wide around it to mitigate the risk. You better not land in it this weekend.
I won't.
I know you won't. I have to tell Tommy on you. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, Zach, see this straight shot? Like,
Yeah.
even if you just threw a putter dead straight to here,
Yeah.
like you're putting.
Yeah.
So, you know, the biggest thing is like just that tee shot. If you get a good tee shot off, it's so much easier to get yourself a putt at it, you know?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the distance off the tee and going like a little bit right just makes that upshot so much easier.
Uh-huh.
You can throw like a zone instead of a raptor or something.
Yeah.
You know? All right, that was the front nine out here at Shelton Springs. Zach's first round through, my first time here in 2 years. Let's check out the back nine.